Hi, I'm Corey Chambers, your real estate broker, your friend. We got an exciting story for you today. It's very new, up-to-the-minute news. Just a few days ago, a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act request, was sent to the Department of Homeland Security demanding the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, which is now worth more than $1 trillion market cap. So let's take a look. We got a very lengthy article for you. We're just going to give you a rundown on the most important parts right now. AI has confirmed the real Satoshi Nakamoto. We're going to tell you about that. This is new evidence, hidden connections, and undeniable traits. The face behind Bitcoin, revisiting the man who denied it all, but may have created it anyway. In the annals of financial and technological history, few names evoke more mystery, speculation, and ideological fervor than Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. While the world has thrown countless theories into the void, some implicating rogue programmers, cryptographic collectives, or even government entities, only once has a major publication put a living, breathing person on the cover and said, "This is him." That was in March of 2014 that Newsweek did just that. Their cover read, "The Face Behind Bitcoin," unveiling a quiet, quirky, and intensely private man named Dorian Prentice Satoshi Nakamoto. A Japanese-American physicist turned defense contractor and computer engineer, Dorian lived in modest obscurity in Temple City, California. The article caused a media firestorm, and Dorian, flanked by bewildered sheriff's deputies and backed into a corner of his driveway, did what you might expect any real Satoshi Nakamoto to do. He denied everything. He said, "I'm no longer involved in that." And that single sentence uttered by Dorian Nakamoto in the presence of law enforcement and Newsweek journalist Leah McGrath Goodman may be one of the most unintentionally confirming denials in financial history. It wasn't the statement of a random, falsely accused man. It was the reply of someone who knew what Bitcoin was, had once been involved, and had since stepped away, or so it seemed. So his exact words were, quote, "I am no longer involved in that, and I cannot discuss it. It's been turned over to other people," end quote. And so that's not a no. That's a classic compartmentalized answer, a dodge dressed in plausible deniability, quite possibly coached or at least consistent with someone operating under the weight of a national security burden. This wasn't a flustered layman trying to understand why journalists were on his lawn. This was a man with tired eyes of someone who had lived in a cage of his own cryptographic making. So we're talking about a denial that sounds like a confirmation. Quote, "I did not create, invent, or otherwise work on Bitcoin," he later wrote. This may be after he was contacted by federal agencies, as we are just beginning to learn over the past couple days. Dorian later claimed he had never even heard the word Bitcoin until his son mentioned it. His son, by the way, says that his father is... so it was Dorian's brother who says, quote, "My brother is an asshole. He worked on classified stuff. You're not going to get to him. He'll deny everything." So that's from Dorian's brother. So we have an entire, very lengthy article about all of the, not only do we have all of the evidence that Dorian is the real Satoshi Nakamoto, including all the massive 2 months worth of investigation, in-depth investigation by one of the most respected, legit, real, authoritative journalists in the world, Miss McGrath from Newsweek. Okay, we're not talking about the Inquirer here. So what we did is we added to that our own Entar AI analysis. So take a look at all this analysis that we did with Entar's AI so that you could see the final verdict here and how we came with it. So this is all on entar.com, www.entar.com. I'm Corey Chambers, your friend, your real estate broker. Thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to talking to you again very soon.